name is Sherrie Frazier. I've been at Westminster Village for a little over a year and a half. Yes, I started about, I was a month in when COVID happened. And so I've had to adapt and learn to service our residents in so many different ways in the restaurant. But the thing I love about Westminster is that we've all adapted together, and we joke around that now this is our new normal in the things that we do, but so many factors play into why I love it here. I'm a manager at both restaurants. I get the privilege to fluctuate between one restaurant, Xochil, and then also Garden Cafe, which they're totally different styles, and that's one thing about if you come here, we interview you and we can kind of see what would be the better fit for you. One's more of a cafe, Panera type style, and the other one's just a little bit more formal. So we've got several restaurants that can adapt to what you feel more comfortable in. The other reason why I love it here so much is we talk about community, and it really is community between employees, management, the residents. You know, you think about they become family to you, but you really become family to them. And so checking in with them, being able to provide a meal for them. For a while there, that was a huge thing with COVID, just being able to interact with each other. And now we're starting to get back to our new normal. And residents are smiling again. And that's because we've all pitched in and made it a comfortable, welcoming environment for them where they feel like this is home for them. And that is our role as manager and as employees to make them feel like this is their home, because it truly is. And we have the luxury of being a part of their lives, and that's very special to me. As far as the work environment we have such a great team at both Xochil and Garden Cafe. I've worked at several restaurants before. I worked at a Mexican restaurant, and if you've ever worked in a restaurant before, you get cut, you get your side work assigned to you, and you just book out of there. Here, it's everybody does it together. It's not like, I got my stuff done, I'm leaving. It's what else can I do? And that is what, as a manager and our other managers, we try to build that team mentality, because that is so important to us as managers, that our staff gets along and that we all have a respect for each other. It's not like, I'm your manager, you've got to do this. It's like, what can I do for you to make this a better working environment for you? And what can we do together to make things better? One thing I really like about having a new staff on, a new hire start, is their perspective. Because sometimes you get into the same old routine, and we've had many new hires start, and they're like, well, how about we do it this way? And I'm like, that is amazing, thank you. And so I appreciate that. I love, and my favorite thing is hiring people who've never had a job in the restaurant business before, because we can train you the skill sets that you need, but we can't train your personality. And if you walk in here and we just see your smile and you're happy and you've got a welcoming disposition, we don't care if you know how to serve, because that's a teachable skill that we can teach you. And so hours are super flexible. We hire part-time, full-time. If you're going to school, this is perfect for that. The hours aren't long. If you've ever worked in a restaurant before, you might have been going to school and getting off at 2 in the morning and then have an 8 a.m. class. It's not like that at all. We're usually walking out the door by 8:30 at the latest. Depending on which restaurant you're in, sometimes you're out of here by 7:30, 8 o'clock. So very flexible with hours, and it's just a wonderful place to work. I hope that you come out, check us out, and really let us show you what we're all about.
Hi, I'm Xochil. I've been working here at Westminster Village for 5 years.
What is your position?
I am the assistant manager of the housekeeping department.
And when you started here 5 years ago, what was your position?
I was a housekeeper.
What do you like about working here at Westminster Village?
Just love it here. I love the residents. I love my whole team, and when I mean my whole team, I mean my management. Everybody's so great. So really, really great place to work at. We all work together as a team, and we all pitch in when we need to help out each other.
Great. So Maeghan, tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Maeghan Borrego. I am the VP of Human Resources and Payroll.
And tell us about your journey here at Westminster Village.
I have been here for 13 plus years, and I actually started out in Donnelly as a dining room captain. I was going to culinary school, and a friend of mine told me that I should come and work at Westminster Village and that I would like it. Thought he was crazy, but he was right. I've been here ever since, and through that I've had a lot of different positions that I've really enjoyed and that have gotten me here.
Why did you think your friend was crazy for you coming to work in senior living?
I, like many people, had a misperception of what senior living was, and I didn't think it would be a lot of fun. You know, I didn't think there would be beautiful restaurants or beautiful surroundings. I didn't think that I would have a lot of opportunity for growth, or that it would be what it is. And for me and for Westminster Village, I think it's a wonderful place to work, and it really kind of takes away that stigma of what a home or a retirement center would be. It really is a community.
Great. What would you say to people thinking about applying for a job here?
I would say you should do it. It's a great place to learn. If you're a student going to school, it's just a good summer job. If you're going to nursing school, it's a great place to kind of see what a healthcare environment is like. And there's a lot of different positions on campus that can help you work your life schedule around school and work and things like that. And while you're here, you get to meet a lot of great people. The residents have fascinating stories, and it is a great environment to work in.
And there's lots of support here.
Oh, absolutely.
Lots of cheerleaders.
Yeah, I think our leadership team is probably one of the best in the entire valley. It really is filled with people that really lead with heart. They care about what they do. They care about their people. They care about people in other departments. When you're at Westminster Village, you really become a family in a sense. You begin to learn about each other and care about one another and want to help each other through the tough stuff. And I think during COVID and during this last year, we've become closer than ever.
Awesome. Thank you, Maeghan.
Hello, my name is Brian Williams. I am the executive chef here at Westminster Village. I manage 3 different dining venues here: a fine dining venue, a casual dining, and a quick service restaurant. It's a wonderful place to work. We have an opportunity to feed an amazing population, take care of amazing residents, and an amazing staff that work here as well. It gives us an opportunity to kind of give them a bright spot in the day, whether that's the employees or the residents, through adventures in dining. Having different restaurants gives us an opportunity to explore different cuisines and maybe touch memories for people. It's a great place to work because it's a family environment. The staff and the crew, from managers to hourly workers, are all very much a family. They treat each other well. They take care of each other. There's been people on my staff that have actually worked here for 30 years. I fortunately have been here for about a year and a half now, and I don't plan on going anywhere. So I want to continue to stay and grow with the community, with the employees, and offer as much as I can to make their days better. It's definitely a great place to work from a restaurant standpoint, because we do have the opportunity of working in, like I said, 3 different restaurant environments, as well as a healthcare and assisted living environment. But we get to work better hours per se. Even though we're feeding people 7 days a week, we get to leave at better hours than a freestanding restaurant, and you get to have a kind of a personal interaction with the people that you're feeding and taking care of. So. You get to know what their likes are, and they get to tell you firsthand whether they appreciate what you're doing and how we can make it better and how we can change things if we need to make things more than enjoyable for people.
Brian, as a chef, do you feel like your creativity is stifled a little bit here because it's a senior community, or do you get to be creative with your meals?
Not at all. We get to be very creative. The fortunate thing here with this environment, because we have multiple restaurants, we can tailor our food offerings to different levels of cuisine. Like I said, having a quick service restaurant allows you to do simple sandwiches and salads, something akin to, coming off of the pool deck and you want just something lighter, to our fine dining restaurant where you can have a 4 to 6 course meal, complete with a wine tasting or cocktails to go with it. So there's a lot of opportunities to try different things from a food perspective. I think there's something for everyone from a food perspective here as well. There are requirements, there are dietary restrictions that we need to be conscious of, but it's easy to work in and out of those constraints. And still offer a fantastic, wonderful meal that is creative for everyone here. Anything else?
Hey, yeah.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Smith. I am working security here at Westminster Village. I'm also one of the EMTs here on campus. I worked for Westminster Village for about 3 years now. My 3-year anniversary just came up recently. And what I love most about Westminster Village is we separate ourselves from many other types of facilities like this. Not only are we have a good relationship with fellow employees, but with the residents that live here as well. We share in the activities with the residents. We touch them on a personal level, and what I love so much about it is how well that the employees are treated here, not only just by the other employees, but by the residents. I plan on continuing to work here for the next few years, and I've never worked at a place that has been more joyful and have more positive environment in the walls. There's just an aura of positivity around this place. Every time I come to work, I really enjoy coming in. Whenever I pull in, and whatever, I can't wait to get to that time clock and punch in and see all the smiling faces of not only the residents, but the employees also.
Awesome. Thank you, Nick.
Okay.
Good job.
All right. Yeah.
I'm Cathie McDaniel, and I have been here at Westminster Village for, well, it's going on 17 years. When I first came here, I started in activities, and from there, I was able to go over to home health. So it was nice that I was able to be in 2 places and learn and grow, and that's the one thing I like. One of the reasons that I came here is because it's non-for-profit, and I came from non-for-profit before, and I like that. And when I came here the very first day, it really did seem like a village. I know that sounds so trite, but it's true. It seemed like a village, and it seemed like everybody knew everybody else, and I really liked that feeling. I really did. I know that people are on this planet. I know it's gonna sound a little weird, but I'm gonna get there. They're on this planet for a reason. I found my reason. I always knew what it was, but I really found it here because I am able to make a difference in people's lives. Really, I mean, you just touch them. They're kind of like become your grandparents or your great aunt and uncle or what have you. And I guess I'll tell one story that I had. When I was working in activities, I had a lady that I was pretty close to. Now my background is music, and I have done music with all of them, singing songs, and it's funny because even when their memory is gone, they can't remember what they ate. They don't even remember their children's names sometimes. But when they hear music and they hear a song that reminds them of their youth, every word is still there. So I had this one lady, and I used to take her outside, and we would all sit on the patio, and they would have magazines, and I'd have music and what have you. Well, her and I were sitting on a swing one day, and I had a song on the radio or on the CD player called I'll Be With You in Apple Blossom Time. Well, I started to put it on, and I started to sing it, and the lady sitting next to me, who I knew very well, didn't speak anymore. She didn't talk. And whenever she did talk, it was just garbled. It didn't really make sense. She really tried. But all of a sudden, as I'm singing the song, I hear her singing the words. And she says, apple blossom time. Well, little did I know, her daughter came to visit her. And I didn't know this, but she was standing behind me in the doorway because she saw her mom on the patio. When the song was over and she sang the song along with me, I see the daughter and I turn around and I'm like, oh, I didn't know you were here. Her daughter was crying, tears coming down her face because she said, my mom has not spoken words. And I heard her sing Apple Blossom Time. That's why I'm here. That's exactly why I'm here. That is, I found my niche. So, if that's something that you want to do, to come and work at a place where you feel that not only are you making it good for somebody, but you feel good yourself because you realize that's why I'm on this planet. And it could be as simple, just be kind, just hello, to serve somebody their meal, to have a conversation with them. That's why this place is special. It will always be special to me. I hope I make it to my retirement, which God knows when that will be. But I'm glad that I work here at Westminster Village. And I think that you might find that your little niche is here too. If you're kind and you have goodness in your heart and you get paid for it, but you get paid in other ways, not just monetary, from the heart, from the soul. That's what I could say about Westminster Village.